I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese. I like Japanese people. I like Japan. But being polite and being kind, it's different. It can be so stressful. That's why suicide rate really, really high. Japanese population is decreasing rapidly.
Where are you from?
Japan, Tokyo.
What is life like here in Tokyo?
It's good. Tokyo is safe, clean, exciting, lots of things to do, lots of opportunities. Can be stressful sometimes. I have friends who are working as a salaryman, like Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. It is stressful. Japan considered a safe country, clean country. Hospitality is good. People are very polite. It's a good thing, right? But if you look at the behind, if you see the dark side of Japan, it can be so stressful. That's why the suicide rate in Japan is really, really high. And some people work too much, work so hard to death.
You say there's a good side to Japan, but there's also a bad side. What's the difference between the two?
It's pretty connected, right? If you want to solve the dark side of Japan, we might lose the good side of Japan as well.
Yeah.
You know
What is that dark side?
If you walk around Tokyo, you see the buildings so bright. It's so bright. That's the thing that night view in Tokyo makes good, of course.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know what it means? Like people are still working.
Right. Oh, it's bright because people are working?
Yeah. And every time we hang out in Shibuya, my friends always say, oh, my boss is still there. Even it's Sunday 11 p.m., Saturday 10 p.m. So we can live like this. We can live like safely. We can live comfortably just because many people like his boss
Yeah.
work on it.
What are some common misconceptions that people who are not from Japan have of Japanese culture?
Japanese people are polite. Japanese people are nice. Japanese people are kind. I'm from Japan. I'm Japanese. I like Japanese people. I like Japan. But being polite and being kind, it's different. In Japan, many people are being polite. And I totally agree with it. But that doesn't mean they are nice, they are kind. If you're on the train, there are so many TikTok video going viral. Some people talk about shit about someone on the train, and no one tried to help him. No one tried to help her. No one tried to stop him. No one tried to stop her. No one want to be involved with those kind of incidents. But Japanese people are polite. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is one challenge that your country currently faces, or people in your country?
Japanese population is really decreasing rapidly. People don't get married and people don't have kids anymore. In Japan, economically, it shrink every year. And that means if you're a salaryman, I think it's like more than 90% of Japanese population are salaryman, salary women, right? If you only make like 200k yen every month, you don't have extra money to go on a date or to do something else. You just make living, just make ends meet.
Yeah.
That's it. And you cannot think of anything else.
The population's getting older because people are just too focused on work and living?
I would say so. Especially Tokyo. I don't know any other countryside of Japan, but in Tokyo, I would say, yeah, and I'm the one of them, to be honest. I don't mind getting married until like 30 or 35, maybe 40. I don't really mind. I don't mind not having kids until I get like 35 or 40.
What is one thing about Japanese culture that is totally normal to you guys, but to someone from outside of the country would think is really weird?
Oh, I went to the States a few months ago and people talk to me, oh, I like your shirts. Oh, you look good today. I was like, okay, I need to be polite or I need to be, reserved. And I'm saying, oh, no. If people say like, I like your heart, you say, oh, thank you. But in Japan, you need to be reserved. Being reserved is considered as being polite in Japan. Yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
Is it true that Japanese people don't use deodorant?
Yeah, I think it's true. I use it, but not every day.
Is body odor normal then?
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
Really?
Yeah, because I do hair removal on my armpit, on my arm. If you don't have hair that much, you don't smell that much. No, I mean that's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's
not what we smelled on the metro.
No, I mean that's my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, but that makes sense, right? If you have lots of hair and if you get sweaty, it's stuck, right?
Yeah.
I think genetically, Asian people don't have much strong smell. I think I'm not sure if it's true, but like yeah, what I've heard is Japanese people have problem with the smell of the mouth.
Oh, breath? Bad breath?
Oh yeah, bad breath.
Ah. Is that why you wear masks?
Maybe. I don't know.
Have you ever stayed in a hostel in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why do you choose to stay in a hostel over any other mode of accommodation?
No, it's too expensive. when I was in New York. You know, when you look up New York hotel,
Yeah.
no, that's too much. That was like, you know, my month rent of Tokyo for one night.
Wow.
60,000, 70,000 yen, $500, $600, which is my rent in Tokyo, and it's one night in New York.
Wow. Do you like hostels?
I do. I made friends in New York. Well, my friends from Australia, well, my friends from Miami, and then we became good friends. Maybe when I go to Australia, maybe I'm gonna contact him to meet up again. Because otherwise, if you stay in hotel, you can make friends. And especially, I love traveling abroad by myself, alone. That means I need a connection. People traveling there, right?
Yeah.
If you're traveling with your friends, you don't need to stay hostel to
Yeah.
make friends. But
Right.
I'm the one who's traveling by myself, so I need
Yeah.
to make friends there.
Okay, what is the biggest life lesson that you have learned from staying in a hostel?
Some people underrate first impression, but I think first impression is really, really, really important because I stay the room with other 3 people and other 2 guys were very polite, very nice to me, away from something like that. But other guy was like, he didn't care about me that much and he was on the phone all the time. And then I was like, let's stay away from him because I don't know what's gonna happen if I talk to them, right?
What's the takeaway that gave you though?
I try to be nice and kind as much as I can. When I first meet new people, I try to help. Some people you met in your life, never see them again, right? Why I think first impression is really important is you don't know if you're gonna see the person again or not.
Yeah.
The first impression is 100% your impression, right?
Right, so better make it good.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
What is the craziest travel story that you have? More specifically, have you ever had a near-death experience while traveling?
Oh, I went to New York a few months ago and I took the train 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in New York, Manhattan. I was told by my friends, oh, you cannot get a train at midnight in New York. You need to get Uber. And I knew that, but I really wanted to experience that feeling, you know, listening Empire State of Empire State of Mind and feeling the midnight train in New York. And I experienced about some guy talked to me on the train and then I don't know because I'm Asian or not. I think because I'm Asian, like this guy talked to me like, oh, Corona. He said Corona. I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't want to make any trouble since I was, you know, traveling and I have a lot of appointment next day and I need to, you know, go back to Japan, right? I need to go back to Japan, so
You don't want to get killed.
no, because I never know if it has gone or not, right? And that was the first time for me to experience like kind of racism. If you live in Japan, if you're Japanese, you never experience that things, right? So I'm from Japan, I'm a Japanese person, and I'm a man, right? So I never be a minority,
Right.
not everyone. So that was the first time for me to be a minority, experience kind of racism as an Asian person. So yeah, I try to be nice to anyone right now. Yeah, that makes me feel like I want to be a nice man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then you're definitely gonna like this video right here. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to do that now. I'm Will, and as always, it's a mindset.